Hi there, VC. It's Steve Whitty here. Got to catch up on a few videos. I'm going to record some today. These series will be about my recent finds, be it some eBay, quite a lot on the pound hall in the record shop, and some CDs as well. So it'll probably be spread across three videos, which I'll post on separate days, so not to bombard everyone. So first up, I'm going to show some vinyl that I purchased in my local record store, Cyclotron Records. I've been off this week. I thought I'd have the first week of January off, and it's been very good. Actually, it's gone way too quick as these things normally do, but it's been really pleasant just to chill out after Christmas. I think all that build up and whatever, and you just feel like, yeah, that's great. Now I can just relax. So without further ado, let's get the first part, first lot of records out. Okay. So as I said, these are this will do for part one. These are like first watch. Quite a lot came out of the pound bins. When I get to the pound bin ones, I'll explain what happened. So first Pete record is Gillan's Double Trouble. It was a double album. When it came out, pay no more than $5.99. It's a one studio album and one live album, which was recorded at the Reading Festival in 1981. They had the headliners. Gillan, I really was a big fan of at the time. I used to wear the t-shirt. I went to see him, and just afterwards when they promoted this tour, the tour for the album. Absolutely loved it. Next. And this, like the Gillan album, cost me a couple of quid. This is Journey's Captured. This is their double live album set from 1981. This is a nice price reissue. It doesn't come with the gatefold. This is just two records stuck in one cover. Really good album, actually. I enjoyed listening to that. Sort of ended up a sort of period. Greg Roll had just left the band. It was before Jonathan Cain came in, and obviously Escape followed just afterwards. So. Yeah, now I'm pleased to pick that up. My Journey collection is mounting. Next lot of records, and probably in the next video, are all pound records. Excuse me. And you may have seen them posted on the Facebook page. So basically, what's happened? Pete buys collections, and he bought a collection off an old DJ, mainly a lot of singles and the like, but there was quite a few albums there as well, and they've been DJ, I think they've been knocked about a bit, so the covers are a bit whatever, and the records, there is one record in here I'm going to show you that didn't cost me a pen. You'll probably see it, probably guess it when it comes to it. So the first one, this is Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. This album came out in 1972. Probably the best known track is Where Is the Love. We're going to do a version of You Lost That Loving Feeling, which it's different. That's what I'll say to it. It's not bad, it's just different in the way. I'm just used to that one, and maybe the Flying Pickets doing their a cappella version. What else? You've got do a version. You've Got a Friend as well. They recorded sporadically throughout the career. Donny Hathaway, I may have mentioned when I showed his live CD, did suffer from mental health issues, and which eventually led to him committing suicide or jumping out of a building, falling out of a building, whichever way you look at it. When I showed this, the reaction I got was quite get the knack. And when I said I got it in the pound bin, it was like the friends from America and Canada saying, "Wow, we see these in all the time." People in the UK, "Wow, I'd love to get hold of this album." And it's primarily because My Sharona sold. It was a top 10 single, but that was it. The album never sold. This copy I've got is is a American Capitol, so it's not a UK release. So yeah, I was pleased to have that. I've been looking for this album for some time actually. I have mentioned you got My Sharona, obviously it's lead track on side 2. You got Good Girls Don't, which was the other single I remember. And as I've never really listened to this album before, I did comment that I wasn't too keen on the cover of Heartbeat. And I'm probably going to have to listen to it more to see if I can get to like it. I know Ursula Saunchlock said he liked it. He thought it was great, and I'm sort of thinking, okay, maybe I just know Nick Berry's version too much, and you have to be a UK viewer to appreciate the significance. Urban Hype, 7-inch single, Trip to Trumpton. This is probably 1992. Trumpton was a children's television programme, and it's just basically acid house, dance beat at that time, incorporating bits of from the actual TV series. Trumpton came out in 1966, 67, I think. Now, this is the one that didn't cost me a bit more than £1. This cost me as Harvest Neil Young. I've been looking for, again, another album I've been looking for, and I saw it and it was at a good price, so I thought I'd take up on that. Every other album I'm going to show you now, in this and probably the next few videos, just cost me £1. It was a bumper day. Literally, as Peter saw it, he said, "You want to have a look?" And I said, I'll take. I don't see buying pound records as much of a gamble. If it's crackly and may skip, it's in the collection. I can always look for an upgrade afterwards. So, first one in the patch. This is Bartley James Harvest, Gone to Earth. This was their 8th studio album, I believe. Came out in 1977. Probably the best known track on here is a song called Poor Man's Moody Blues. John Lees wrote the song as a response because a critic called them Poor Man's Moody Blues, and you listen to the song and it's just like they skit it almost like a pastiche of Nights in White Satin. Black Sabbath's Live Evil was the first official live album by Black Sabbath. And it's at this point, it was recorded in Seattle, San Antonio, and Dallas. It came out in December 1982. During the mixing of this, both Ronnie James Dio and Vinny Appice left the band. Well, in fact, Vinny Appice doesn't even get a full credit. He's just special thanks, along with Jeff Nichols. I would like to say this is in pristine condition. This is one of the gambles you get with going in the pound bin. Sometimes the record, it's still a bit crackly. It needs a bit more cleaning. But the first record, it does. There's areas where it skips a bit. So, but I've got it. I can always look for an upgrade. Bit of jazz. Stanley Clarke, Modern Man. It features Jeff Beck. I think that's trying to sell it. I've got Stanley Clarke CD, SVV, which was 3 bass players having a pop at each other. 3 egos on the bass. A few weeks ago, I said I found a copy of this Best of Doobies. It did have a cover, so I found one with a cover on it. The vinyl looks great, so I'll give it a clean. I'll give it a play. And see what it sounds like. So I'm looking forward to that. This is, I won't say an upgrade, but I have got a copy of Pictures of an Exhibition by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. The reason I've got this is it's my copy's on Manticore. It's a reissue. This copy here I've got here is an Island, so just a different label. Help me, Doctor, I've now become a collector. Now, let's get that back in. So, obviously the album's going to sound the same, just because we've got a different label, but it's just as nice to see in that Island label. And likewise, this is an upgrade. Well, not so much an upgrade. I've got a copy on Manticore, and this is on Manticore, but my copy's just the sleeve. Mine hasn't got the opening, so I've picked that up just to sort of like fill a gap. And then More Emerson, Lake and Palmer. This is an album I haven't got. This is Works Volume 2. Bit of an afterthought, really, when you think about it. The band was sort of like, I wouldn't say floundering, but you've got Brain Salad Surgery. You've got different versions of I Believe in Father Christmas, more of an acoustic version. Honky Tonk Train Blues, which was a hit single for Keith Emerson in 1977. Yeah, it's more of a filler, I think. Album I was really pleased to pick up. This was John Foxx, The Garden. This is his album that came out in 1981. So I've never listened to this before, but when I put on Facebook, I got a batch of records that cost me £1 each. Some people commented on that album. That was quite prominent. Can't Say No to Al Green. Cover's a bit beaten up. Got the Greatest Hits. I was playing that a couple of nights ago. I'm Still in Love with You. This album came out. Just look at when this album came out. It doesn't tell me. Oh, 1972. This album came out in 1972. So pleased to find that. And then I've got Sammy Hagar and Danger Zone. This is an album that came out in 1982. Sammy Hagar was quite popular. He toured a lot in the UK. 79 to 82. He even had some sort of chart success. I remember when this album came out. It came out. I think some editions had a poster of the actual cutout of the guitar. He's Red Explorer, I think. Yeah, pleased to have that. And I think it's 1,000 Volts of Holt, John Holt, so a bit of reggae. Couldn't say no to this. Help Me Make It Through the Night. It's obviously the big song on there. It's on the Orange Trojan label. Yep. Got versions of Killing Me Softly with her song, Girl from Ipanema. Very much Mr. Bojangles he's got on there, so really pleased with that. And then The Icicle Works. This is a small piece of the Brigade. This is, I believe, their second album. Came out in 1985. Band that probably featured Ian McNabb, who was the leader. We've got Robert Ian McNabb, as he called himself, on there, so maybe a bit arty pretensions there. I'm looking forward to listening to this. Remember The Icicle Works. I have got a Greatest Hits CD somewhere. And finally, I found another copy of this, which I'm going to give to. I might give to my niece. Japan's assemblage. I thought I'd take that with me. Just have a look at that. So that was my first part of my vinyl haul. So coming up will be volume 2. If you stumbled across me for the first time on the channel and you like what you see, click the subscribe button. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I would appreciate the feedback. Feel free to leave comments. I always appreciate talking to you guys. I always reply back. So until the next video, I'll put this one out today. Until the next video, you take care of yourselves, enjoy your Sunday, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. So keep spinning, take care of yourselves, and keep smiling. Look after yourself.